Well, thank you for tuning in to this short devotion today. I've titled this Stop Following Man. Over 40 years, I've been in and out of church, some form of church leadership, and I've seen leaders fall into sin, and especially the sin of pride. And pride leads to arrogance, and sometimes then that leads to burnout and crash in their ministry. And it was all because they just threw themselves into the effort of trying to build their own Christian empire and market their name and their influence. They become, many of them, social media selfie kings and or queens, and boasting about the numbers of people who follow them, how their church is the greatest thing going, their education and their wisdom is continuing to expand, and they give themselves glory in all their accomplishments. And this goes beyond just letting people know, hey, what's on the calendar, or how can we help someone, or what's going on in your church. It's a self-exalting pride that masquerades as this person that God has chosen to use in this extraordinary way, with the hope that everyone notices this and hops on the bandwagon and joins them in their exciting journey. We all want to be accepted. We all want to be appreciated and loved. But, friends, this goes way beyond giving honor where honor is due. These leaders have an agenda to build themselves a ministry empire, all in the name of God. Now, I think if anyone deserves recognition as leaderships, it's the apostles. Look at their lives. Look at what they wrote. Listen to what Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians chapter 3. He says, when a person says, I follow Paul, or another person says, I follow Apollos, are you not being merely human? Who is Apollos and who is Paul? But just servants through whom you believed, as the Lord has assigned to each. I planted, Apollos watered, but it was God who gave the growth. So neither the one who plants is anything, or the one who waters is anything, but only God who gives the growth. So let no one deceive himself. If anyone among you thinks of himself as wise, let him become a fool, that he may really become wise. For the wisdom of this world is folly with God. For it's written, He catches the wise in their craftiness, and the Lord knows the thoughts of the wise, that they are futile. And here's what he closes with: so let no one boast in men. Creating American Idol seems to be a part of the culture of the world, right? And it is what Paul called being merely human. So it is no wonder that the same ideas and accomplishments have crept into the Church of Jesus Christ. And let's just admit it, we all have failed in some form or another when it comes to pride. But let's take to heart what Paul wrote. Let us stop boasting in men and start realizing that every child of God has an appointed stewardship of some sort within the Church of Jesus Christ. Leaders, let us pursue to lead others from a position of a servant and be content with what God has assigned for us today, and do it with excellence and humility, so that God gets all the glory and not us. Something to think about, dear friends. Until next time, may God richly bless you.